Hello, Dr. Beaty. This is a demonstration video for how to attach all of the components to the visioscope. We have here on the table the adapter, which will be permanently mounted to the scope. And then this is the attachment for selecting the various lenses, and they are etched with the angles on the holder here. You see this one is 112. There's also a 95 and a 120. So we have these 4 tiny screws that will go into these locations on the scope. So you have to make sure that the lens, the condenser lens, is slid out of the way, and just select any of the locations that makes the most sense and begin to just finger spin those in to get them started. This requires, well, I may have to use the wrench after all, but this requires a 2.5 millimeter Allen wrench. So that's a pretty standard size Allen wrench. You'll have to locate that in order to be able to make this work. You don't want to tighten any of these too tight to begin with. You just want to get all 4 of them started. You can see that you're going to have to hold the condenser lens out of the way to get those started. Let me get this one I dropped. Okay, so now that the screws have all been started, but I've still got a little bit of wiggle with the permanent mount here. I want to slide this out and make sure the alignment is exactly where we want it to be. So this is all the way out. Once I'm happy with the alignment, then I can begin the process of tightening down all 4 screws. They don't have to be terribly tight. There is a washer on each screw that will help make sure that they stay in position.
You might mention that we tilted the scope backwards to make it easy to install.
Yeah, we had to use the knob here to rotate the scope back so that it was not vertical like you would have it during a case. That makes it easier to be able to access these attachment points. So now you can see that condenser lens is properly aligned and it's functioning well. So now we can rotate the scope back down to standard orientation. The next component to be attached is this holder. And there you can see there's a magnet in this component with this hole in it, which lines up with this peg on the permanent mount. And so we just slide that on. Oh, I have it oriented the wrong way. It'll only go one way, but that's held on by a magnet. There's no other adjustment needed. And I think we mounted it backwards. We're going to have to reshoot this video.